We gave out a lot of samples.
It's definitely organized chaos. Perfectly out of control. It all gets done. It's great because everybody joins in.
It never fails. No matter where you stand inside the kitchen at the Comfort Cafe, you are always in the way. Somehow, owners Teri, Costlow, and Rosie Lopez negotiate the tight spaces and crossing lanes as workers fly back and forth from one cooking station to the next. Breakfast, lunch, or dessert orders could come in at any time. Everything happens all at once here, but that's what it takes to feed diners in the small town of Smithville, Texas.
Are you ready to place an order?
I think the loaded BLT is calling my name. At first glance, the cafe looks like any other small-town eatery with chalkboard specials, friendly waitstaff, and coffee pots brewing in the corner. But rotating menu items like curry chicken salad and crepes hint at a different experience. We just didn't know how different it would be until the check came. Thank you. Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
How much is it?
We're a donation-only community cafe.
The donation?
Yes, sir.
We're the only pay what you can restaurant in the state of Texas. And 100% of the proceeds that come through here is actually going right back into the program.
Comfort Cafe is part of an addiction treatment center called Serenity Star. Every cent from the restaurant rolls back into this charity that provides housing, counseling, and job training for people with substance abuse problems. Those who can't afford to eat can wash dishes or do chores around the complex in exchange for meals. Money from the cafe is crucial to Serenity Star, but more importantly, it provides a unique environment to put people on the path to healing.
When you're at home, family gathers in the kitchen and they're talking about life, love, all that good stuff. So we're here to help each other, and it brings everybody together.
Well, there's a lot of shame and guilt around addiction for families. And so if we can talk about it over a cup of coffee or a stack of pancakes at the kitchen table, way easier than going to an office, sitting down, already feeling judged. So in the cafe, it's just a beautiful unfoldment of the conversation, and nobody feels uncomfortable or judged.
Teri and Rosie moved to Smithville from New York City with the goal of opening a bookstore. Teri had left her career as an addictions counselor behind, but the two women saw a lack of support for addicts in Bastrop County. They started running 12-step meetings, and before long, they realized that they could make a difference here.
In New York, if you want help, you can get help 24/7. Here, people were needing help and there was nowhere to go. So as we started to see this, we really said that we gotta do something about this.
A lot of society just sees the active addict, the troublemaker, the one that's doing all the bad things. They never get to see the recovering addict, the one that has got back the integrity, the compassion, the honesty, you know, the service, the love that they're trying to give back to the community. Everybody knows what they got to do today? Yeah. All right, let's rock and roll.
Members of the program live at Serenity Star, where they can take yoga classes, exercise, or learn trade skills in between therapy sessions. Residents are also responsible for day-to-day operation of the complex, including the cafe. Every worker you see is recovering from addiction, and that includes the founders of Serenity Star.
I was the suburban mom who took pills and drank wine and thought it was all okay. And it was way harder to stop drinking that wine than I had any idea it was gonna be.
I walked through many mental institutions. I've been homeless on the streets of New York. I've been in 8 treatment centers. I've walked through it so that they don't have to walk through it themselves.
We let these guys know that we're not asking them to do anything we're not willing to do.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I feel I have the right to ask you to do it because I'm willing to do it, and I am doing it every single day.
Anyone committed to recovery is welcome at Serenity Star. Judgment and shame are not. People talk openly about their addictions here, and it's those personal stories that inspire other addicts to change.
It's a ripple effect, because once we begin to start healing self, we begin to start healing relationships with our families, we begin to start healing relationships with community, and wherever they go, whatever they do, they become a better person and become very conscious of doing it different.
You know, you have to have people love you through it until you can love yourself. And that's the bottom line philosophy here.
Is that what you're doing here?
Above all things, everything has that goal, to love them until they can love themselves.
You're saving people with love.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
With little more than bacon, eggs, and understanding, Teri Costlow and Rosie Lopez are saving lives. They are leading others just like themselves down a path of recovery. People here find self-worth. They find better choices. They find out what happens with a little comfort.
Okay?
Thank you, Rosie.
You're welcome.
Our goal is a lot like being a parent. You know, your goal is to grow them up and to have them go be successful. It's beautiful.
Once we can open that wound up and heal that wound, then we have nothing to run away from anymore. We don't have to continue to be the victims of that wound. We can become the victors. And recovery is an inside job. You've got to close your eyes, walk through that pain to get to the other side. And once you get to the other side, it's like, I'm free.